How did the child of Hollywood legend Clark Gable end up sleeping in a drawer? And whatever happened to her? One of the more memorable among Hollywood's leading men, Clark Gable was once described by Life magazine, all man and then some. Born William Clark Gable on February 1, 1901 in Ohio, he started acting in his early 20s after actor Josephine Dillon took an interest in him. Dillon began coaching the young Gable and even paid for his dental work. Dillon, 17 years Gable's senior, became his first wife in 1924, just as he began appearing in silent films. He broke through in 1931 after appearing in 13 movies that year and impressing both film executives and moviegoers with his strength and style. Gable would go on to appear in countless films, winning the Academy Award for Best Actor in 1935 for his role in It Happened One Night, and forever entering the pop culture pantheon with his performance as Rhett Butler in the 1939 epic Gone with the Wind.
Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Eventually known as the King of Hollywood, Gable was also known for his many marriages. In addition to Dillon, Gable married 4 more women. First was socialite Maria Rhea Langham, and then actor Carole Lombard, who was killed in a plane crash in 1942 and thought to be the love of Gable's life. After that, Gable married Lady Sylvia Ashley, and finally actor Kay Williams. Gable and Williams married in 1955. 5 years later, Williams was pregnant when Gable died of a heart attack. Clark Gable's son with Kay Williams Gable was, as far as the public knew, Clark's first and only child. Clark was quoted as having told a reporter regarding his impending fatherhood, "This is a dividend that has come too late in life. When I wind up this picture, I'm taken off until after the baby is born. I want to be there, and I want to be there a good many months afterward." John Clark Gable was born 4 months after his father's death. In 2000, the Los Angeles Times published a feature on the younger Gable, who was preparing to race in the Baja 500 off-road race. John, then 39, noted that his father was also interested in road racing, even starring as a race car driver in the 1950 film To Please a Lady. He said, "I think my father's love of auto racing, which I learned about from my mother, has been a special bond with his memory. My mom tried to discourage me from racing, but I just knew it was in my blood." The younger Gable has also acted in a handful of films, including an appearance in A Burning Passion, The Margaret Mitchell Story, a biopic of the author of Gone with the Wind. Despite the fact that it wasn't acknowledged during his lifetime, Clark Gable did have another child, Judy Lewis, his secret daughter with actor Loretta Young. According to Lewis's 2011 obituary in the Washington Post, she was conceived during production of the 1935 movie The Call of the Wild, in which Gable and Young had starred. Young was 22 and unmarried at the time, while Gable was 34 and married. To protect their careers, Young went into hiding and secretly gave birth to Judy in Los Angeles before sending her to an orphanage when she was just a few months old. Young later returned to the orphanage and adopted her own biological daughter, presenting the child to the public as her adopted daughter. In her 1994 memoir, Uncommon Knowledge, Lewis revealed that Gable visited her mother once when Lewis was a baby, giving Young $400 and telling her to, quote, "buy her a decent bed," after finding their daughter sleeping in a drawer. Gable then visited her when she was 15. Lewis wrote that they chatted about her life for an hour before he thanked her, cupped her face in his hands, and kissed her on the forehead. They never saw each other again. Lewis also did some acting work before working as a psychotherapist. She died in Pennsylvania in 2011 at the age of 76.